Hi there everyone, this is Scott Nicholson and I'm here with a quick in-play review of Belfort. Belfort is a new game by Tasty Minstrel Games, and Belfort is a worker placement game. So what's going on in Belfort is you have this city, and the city has a number of buildings on it, and the buildings in the city correspond to building cards that you're going to get during the game. So you're going to hand a hand of these cards. When you play one of these cards, then you can mark a corresponding space on the board, and this is going to be area control competition for points. That's the biggest way to get points. You're going to be sending your workers out to get resources like wood and stone and money, or to have them make new workers, or to get better in turn order. And then you can also place your workers on buildings that you have to activate things. So many of the buildings that make your workers better or allow you to get resources and things like that. The game is varied each game with these guilds. There's 5 of these guilds out there, and so you start the game with 5 guilds, and each one changes up some of the super abilities that you play in the game. So the pacing of the game, you first do your typical worker placement, going around in turn order, people putting one worker out, and then you collect all your resources and trigger all of your buildings. Every couple rounds you have a scoring round. So am I finding it interesting? I think there's interesting things that can go on in the game, but I'm finding the pace of the game to be relatively slow. I feel the term I used was plodding. That sort of, I feel like things kind of just crawl along. Now, it could be because it's the first game of the morning and we're all a little tired, and so we're not zipping along, and maybe it will zip along as you get to know it, but I really want the game to be speeding up to be engaged with it more. But as it is, I feel it moves kind of slow. Do I see myself playing it again? Not really. I think this kind of game has been done. I preferred Homesteaders, one of their earlier games that has a lot of the same kind of worker placement. I found that to be a more interesting game. So, that's a quick in-play video review of Belfort, and hopefully if you want to give it a shot, try and do it with few number of players. I think that would make it for a more engaging experience. So that's all. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.